See, Chief Prosecutor Lena Sky, the defendant. Okay, so that seems to be correct. See, I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lena? And this goes into what Lena was talking about, securing the prosecutor's office for himself through Lena. And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lena if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lena Sky was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how do you profit from all of this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all the investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Why, Judge, why are you so clueless? Everyone's silence. Oh, wait! You must mean puppeted as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lena Sky in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lena? For example, is Lena testifying that I've done such a thing? She did yesterday. Lena, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. See, she is, I think, in this room. Can we potentially call her forward to testify about that? See, there's no way she testify against him. So no, to protect Emma. See, except, yeah, the truth, the cat's out of the bag. She can't really protect Emma anymore. See, I'm ready without any proof. This all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. On this, that is also what happened in this incident. See, this incident, which one would that be? The SL9. Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. Okay, so this was our current case, the one that we're actually supposed to be trying. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial, trying to incriminate herself, we'll see, almost as if someone has been controlling her. See, she called Emma. See, there's the cell phone with an Angel apprehended. See, we see. The cell phone call may actually pop up here finally. It's been in the court records since day one. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. See, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. See, just what do you mean? Is he threatening him? See, what he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. See, not only that, but the Chief is now making Lena take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Murmur. Order! I said order! Man, is he gonna fail again? Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me. That doesn't really work. This is in front of the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. It isn't. To accuse the chief of release of blackmail and murder. That's impossible. I was hoping he'd say inconceivable. ... Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edger said in an easier to understand language. He's gonna deny now, too. It's too late, Mr. Wright. Exclamation point. There's no turning back for us now. It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. So we're on the same team now. Let's figure out the truth about Gant. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Good question. Can I? I assume I can see. Regardless of this is Edgeworth, see. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. See, the question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then, see. Show us this evidence of that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. See. Just remember, it better be good. Okay, ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. See. What could it be? See, actually, that could be it. The prosecutor trophy, which 2 years ago the halberd was removed at Gant's behest, giving it its current form. I'm actually gonna take a state. I'm gonna look through the rest of the evidence first. See, what else could there be? Anything else that ties him to the murder of Detective Goodman? See, that one ties him to the murder of Neil. See, there's the switchblade knife. See, that was found in the muffler. That's the real murder weapon. Actually, that could be it. See, or potentially the screwdriver. We still don't know what's up with that. See, I'm gonna try. See. I'm gonna try what's it called? The switchblade knife. If that doesn't work, then that's that. But if that's not it, see. Well, Chief. See. Okay. So is this generic? See. So long as Mr. Wright is tossing out things regardless of their relevance, mind if I toss something too, G? So I think this might be it. See. This shoe would do nicely. I'll chuck it right at you. Let's see. You as well quite the Joker, weren't you? Oops. Looks like I got it wrong. Okay, so he's chucking shoes at me. Say, don't oops me, or I'll be the one throwing my shoe next. See. I know it's hard with all that's gone on during this trial. But try to think back to what happened in the evidence room 4 days ago. See. Now that he mentions it, we did find something out in yesterday's investigation. Something that proves Gant entered that room. Which is what? See. Looks like he wants another one of your shoes, Aji! See. ... See. I see! See. Okay, so this goes back to the thing. I'm gonna try to figure it out for myself. Okay, let's see. Something that proves that Gant entered the evidence room. Oh, the ID card record, of course. Duh. That's stupid of me. Thanks, Edgeworth. I think I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna present it and we'll make it 2 videos. See. This is the ID card list! See. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. See. There was one on the end of the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. Well, it was your safe code. See. It's your number. See. Exclamation point! See. What? How do you know that? See. The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open, which now we're admitting that we snooped around in his safe, but, so, yeah, it's a very poor password anyway, see. 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. Same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant! You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Now he's getting pissed. Murmur, murmur. Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. But it still happened. But there is sort of a Fourth Amendment right through the poison tree sort of deal, see. And I would demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. Ah, shit. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you. about the use of this ID card. Is he gonna try? Whoa! I just accidentally hit my headset and turned my volume way up. Like, all the way, almost. Is he gonna try to claim that he gave his ID card to someone else, like Gumshoe did, or perhaps his card was stolen from him? Chief Gant! So you admit it! You went to the evidence room on the day of the crime? ... What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, so what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. That's where the murder took place. And it would have given him time to, do all it, take care of the evidence and say, tell me, when you went to the rooms, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do at the evidence room. So, is there going... Actually, could we get some security video of him? Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? Does the court record say what time he showed? I think it showed up that they said that they entered at the same time or something. I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gans. I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine the disguise guilt. Which, I think we're going to prove that she is not guilty by proving that Gant is guilty. And Edgeworth is going on to say, not anymore. It isn't. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing: what transpired during that meeting. In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Let me see the ID card record again. So they're so they didn't. The 420 happened almost an hour before Bruce Goodman. Shows proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. What do we have? I'm looking through the evidence. What could it possibly be? The evidence room floor plans. That would be the stabbing of Goodman, the real stabbing of Goodman. I assume that's what actually happened. S9 and files, meals off, report, evidence list, strip of cloth, evidence law. I'm just gonna try submitting the the evidence room floor plans, the amount of blood that's there, and if it's wrong, I'll end the video. Let me take a state first. And present it. No, there's gotta be something more solid than this. On that day, Detective Goodman had to go see Chief Gant. It's not even gonna be, he's not even gonna present it. It's going to be, I'm not gonna even get points taken away for that. Sorry to interrupt your mumblings, but the court is waiting. I am going to get a point taken for me. Oops. Why don't you come meet with me tomorrow? Perhaps we could write up your letter of termination. I do sort of deserve it, because I trespassed. Regardless, you did see Detective Goodman that day. In that case, so I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to let go out here, which makes this the perfect time to end the video. I make dash in the mouth.